نحن أصحاب المعاني لسنا أصحاب الألفاظ. الألفاظ الجوفاء لا تجدي. انظر إلى المعنى.
Fourth question is that when there is a man whose condition is not known, we don't know anything about him, and is it permissible to ask about his condition, or is it not permissible to ask about his condition? Meaning someone comes along, maybe he's coming to give da'wah, give lectures, we don't know who he is, what he is, his condition is not known. How do we behave in this situation? The Shaykh says there is no doubt that in every age and in every place there will be people coming to you, and you will not know about these people, and this person is not known. And if this person was someone who he doesn't speak openly, he doesn't manifest opposition to the Sunnah or whatever, and nothing really is known from him, but he's not known at the same time, then he says we just leave him mastur. We leave him as he is. But if there is a doubt, a question mark now arises, there's a question mark, and there's some doubt, and the people have doubt about his condition, or they want something from him in the worldly affairs, in the religious affairs, they want something, then they must examine his condition. Now they must examine his condition when there is a need from him, meaning in the dunyawi sense or in a religious sense. Now they must make ikhtibar of his hal. He says a proof for this, and he brings the hadith of Muawiyah bin al-Hakam and the slave girl, when this companion radiallahu anh, he had a slave girl, and a wolf came and took one of the sheep, and so he slapped her, and then he regretted this, and he felt remorse over this. He went to the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, informed him what happened, and then the Messenger of Allah, he said, bring her to me. So he brought the slave girl to the Messenger, and he said, Ayn Allah, where is Allah? And she said, Fis sama. And then he said, Man ana, who am I? And she said, you are the Messenger of Allah. He said, free her, for indeed she is a believer. So this is an evidence to show that to examine someone when there is a need to examine them, that this is a proof for that. And for that reason, the Shaykh says, we see that the people of the Sunnah, in what has passed, they would test the people of every city by way of a person of the Sunnah in that city. So they would say, Imtahinu ahl al-Madina bi-Malik. Test the people of Medina with Imam Malik. And test the people of Sham with Al-Awza'i. And test the people of Egypt with Al-Layth bin Sa'ad. And test the people of Mosul with Mu'afi bin Imran. Okay, so they would say, if you want to know who's a person of the Sunnah in Egypt, in Misr, test them with Layth bin Sa'ad. What do you say about Layth bin Sa'ad? And likewise in every region. And there are many other narrations which are like this. So the Shaykh says, a person therefore is to be examined when a question mark is raised, when there is a doubt raised. And so he is to be questioned. Or when someone needs something of the affairs from him. He says this policy is something that no one can do without. No Muslim can do without this policy. And he says, for example, even in the dealings between the people, if a man was to come and he was to ask for the hand in marriage of someone's daughter, and they want to know, they would want to know, well, who is he, and what is his characters, and what is his deen, and what is his khuluq, and so on and so forth. No one would say, well, take my daughter in marriage. This is mad. And so it shows that this principle, every single person is in need of it. And this is why, in reality, it's hypocritical for these people, the Hizbiyyin, when they come and they speak about imtihan, this is bid'ah, and this is bid'ah, and this is bid'ah. They say the likes of these affairs. Yet if you were to say one of these people that, Ya akhi, do you have a daughter? He says, yeah, I have a daughter. We'll say, look, I know some person in such and such town. Would you give your daughter in marriage to him? And you know nothing about him. A person wouldn't accept this. His aql wouldn't accept this. And likewise, if a person came wanting to do trade with somebody, do business with me, you know nothing about him, would this person accept this without examining, see, is he truthful, is he honest, does he have a track record, does he have history? Of course not. So every single person is in need of making imtihan, of investigating to some degree or another. And so in the affairs of the religion, it is no different. It is no different. And this is from the Sunnah, that where a question mark is raised, or when there is a need, then this is something that we resort to, especially when someone is, coming and calling. He's a caller, he's teaching, whatever else. Then this is something that we resort to. Finally, the Shaykh finishes with a shubha. He says that from all of this discussion that we've made now, you will realize the falsehood of the statement, al-aslu fil muslimi al-adala. The asl of a Muslim, the foundation of a Muslim, is that we treat him to have integrity, that to be have adl, integrity. This is a principle that some people say, al-asl fil muslim al-adala. And the Shaykh says this is batila, and the books of al-jarh wa ta'deel are a witness to what we said. Because the base rule regarding Muslims isn't that they are upon adala, that they are trustworthy, truthful, have integrity. No. The base rule, as Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah mentions, is that mankind is dhaluman jahula. That the base rule regarding mankind is that they are ignorant and oppressive. This is a shubha that Ibn Taymiyyah refutes, but this is how the Shaykh ends this question.